Of course, the wave of wards taking down the tower like a little bitch. Yes, plural. Many wards, many wards. Makes my eyes bleed. Shadowfan's actually farming a lot. 6 minutes bottle. Really amazing against Rasta because he's so tough on a lane. Mr. Batrider failing a bit. Windrunner not hitting his new. And the Batrider actually dying there, I guess. Not much he can do. Well, that's nice. Congrats for surviving that. And good job to the rest of the team failing and coming in too late and missing that very close nuke though. I'm pretty aggressive against these guys, aren't I? It's not like I can play any better, but I'm just flaming them. Flaming stations, that's what I do. Probably it's because my mom left me when I was little and my dad abused me and I was tortured at school. Ah, nah, I wasn't. I'm just kidding. Well, this is a boring lane. Furion just wants his dreads and some farm, and the Venomancer's there to take his farm. Actually, he's there to push, and Furion will go back and use a TP scroll, which is really useful to push as well, with the Rasta coming with a double damage. Or not. Okay, Rasta, if you don't want the bottom tower, don't get it. Your call. This is actually awesome, as you can see. The huge area you can actually unfog while standing in a really good position. Good waste of wards. I have no idea how the fog works in the middle of the forest there, but it's a huge mystery every single time. And this is actually a really good battle for both of the sides, because Rasta used his wards, but they got the Doomstone behind the tower, and they can take the tower down. As you can see, it's being taken down. Well, obviously, because I'm showing it on the screen. And Tide's gonna be a hero! Well, he's a hero, he's just trying to be bullshit. Brilliant, that's so good! Nice play there! Movie moment. Furion's gonna TP, obviously, because he can actually help them push. And as they've taken almost everyone down, plus they have a ward up which was blinked on the minimap, plus they have the Batrider feeding top lane, which is a huge distraction. This is often the thing they do. They just put the hero to solo push on a lane like a little idiot, and he starts diving off under the towers and actually dying. And I have no idea whether using a Doomstone like that is actually beneficial or not. I guess, well, it's spell farming like any other. Won't need cooldown anyway. But as I said, thanks for feeding. Thanks for feeding. I hope none of the fans are watching. I mean, it would be really idiotic if I was like, flaming this hero, you're failing, you're noob, and you suck, and then there's someone flaming me. Flame is like AIDS, it spreads everywhere, and as I said, pointed out, that's a good ward. It's another pointless ward, and that's the third ward in kind of the same region, so I think they're over-warding at the moment. Well, I guess they have nothing better to do with the gold they gain from the towers.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Windrunnering away. Awesome name for a spell, I might add. And they see the tide coming and the vengeful going. And they don't really give a shit. As I can see. Windrunner doing his best to defend the tower. I think it's fair to say failing at it. Tombstone placed at a really good position. It's far away, but it actually reaches it tight going in like a hero because he has the ultimate. Everyone else knows it, and he's using his ultimate on one hero. That was freaking hilarious! Yeah, I'm so glad I took my classmates' advice and actually did that and showed out to him. Not that anyone's actually watching. Why the hell am I doing shoutouts? Who am I to do shoutouts? But notice the Furian's positioning. He's like in the fight. No one's targeting him though, which is brilliant. Good try there. I don't really think that's gonna work. It might, probably not going to. His ultimate is on cooldown, therefore he will not receive the kill. He could have tried though, he could have tried. Batrider actually getting the tower because everyone else is dead. From battles that were pretty much 4 against 5 then, I guess. And hello, should have been dying. Also something good Furion can do, he can actually teleport to any location on the map. As you already knew. This is so boring that I'm thinking about cutting myself. I've never had thoughts like that before. But I think this is why people use a shoutcaster. This is the time to talk. Hey, do you like the weather outside? No, Sean, I don't, because it sucks, it's snowy, and I don't know, my girlfriend dumped me, and I don't know, it's all going to hell, and there's no sun anymore. No way! I don't really give a shit. Because they're not really doing anything, are they? They're just trying to farm, and the roster is actually failing a lot at it. I don't know, they're just killing time, I think, and trying to group up. Trying to get their shit in, trying to actually have heroes in the battle. It's really beneficial. Furion trying to be a real bitch. Actually TPing bot. Not going to help them though. This is so boring. There was a tree and it became 2. Now what's that? Division? Yes, it's really good to move to a hero that can actually... Again, with that brilliant positioning from the Furion. Just dodging the Tide's ultimate. They had the main skills in. They had the Venomancer ultimate in Tide. Yeah, that's brilliant. They had the wards up and they had the Tombstone up, so it was a brilliant battle for them. And now they can push. Not much though, because they're pretty much dead as well, but they can try to get the tower though. Or damage it at least. That's something. But they must not prolong the fight, otherwise they would get owned. It's a very common mistake. You have to know when to give up. Now I sounded like a wise man, which I am not. Do not get confused. Okay, who's gonna bet he's gonna go for a Manta and who's gonna bet for a Guinzhou? I'm gonna bet on the Manta because I haven't seen this replay before. Yeah. Totally. Well, if the supports can't do their job, the Shadowfen's just gonna go and screw you guys, I'm gonna do it. And he did counter wards with the Shadowfen. Good work there. And I don't really understand why they hate threads. I mean, everyone gets threads. Well, agents don't. It's something different. They have normal boots. A lot of the time they actually have the regular boots. I think they're rushing for an item or just have no money for anything better. Look at the Venomancer boots.
Our warriors have engaged.
Well, they're trying to pull something off, but not much. This is why bush strats are pretty boring, nothing happening a lot of the time, because they have to be really careful to do this shit, because they fail, it will all go to hell. This is why people prefer to play bush strats, but, well, how much more interesting can 50 minutes of farming be? Not that much. And they're actually deciding to push with 5 right now, because I guess the dagger, which can actually do something, but it didn't. And you can see the level 7 tide being there. Probably wants to ultimate, but it can't. Then you can see them focusing on the Doomstone, because when that goes down,
Our warriors have engaged.
as it did, Undying is half as important as it used to be. Half as strong. Or even more. Depends. And now they're deciding to go in because there is no tower. And Tide has a really nice ultimate, to be honest. Because they're all in one spot. They were. Trying to focus on the Rex, not really successful at it. Trying to fall back now, actually being successful at it. Stunning the creeps, success. And why is the Rasta there? Shouldn't he be going back? Oh, they have the Doomstone. There's the reason. Good gank, bros. Nice TP there. Really, really dangerous. But they actually knew how to play it off and actually gank with 3 heroes, I think, and have the Doomstone up. Venomancer's wards were placed, and a lot of them are still up. But they will probably catch the Rex, which was their main objective. And it was taken down, yeah. So good job for them. Because of going back, because the TP came from the Fury, and because the creeps came, the Undying's heal dealt so much damage, and they were able to actually get the kill. And there you saw Vengeful swapping himself with Venomancer to save himself. Kids, do not try this at home. Should have seen the prologue for this. And if they are failing so hard and they lose their axes, why do they say save? Are they some kind of nerds or
Our
something?
warriors have engaged.
Suck-ups, pussies, wusses, take your pick. Imba farmings. I guess they will try to take the top tower next. They have nothing better to do anyway. Well, pot tower. Also a possibility. They're just trying to end this as fast as possible and not let the Morphling and Windrunner farm too much. And Shadowfence as well. But Shadowfence counter warding, so no problem. No problem whatsoever. Rasta having his. Yeah, I know why he didn't get any upgraded boots. He needs the Arcanims. And why did Venomancer get caught there? Wasn't it a bit obvious? The Axis is like an alliance now. Not allies, Axis. Because they tried to stick together as much as possible, because the Furion can TP in and Batrider can blink in and they can gank without any difficulties. Apart from the Furion actually having Manta. I was correct, he got Manta. And I had no way of knowing it before. No comment. More farmings! Farm junkies. Actually, they did what they had to do. They had to push mid, not get caught though. That's why they went with 5 to mid, and now they're pushing top with 5 as well. Because the Batrider has the dagger. Batrider tries to blink in, or actually does. They're using the Doomstone, but Doomstone, the later it gets, the more paper the Doomstone will be, and the more useless it will get under the tower or in the front of the battle. Of course, the Tide ultimating, plus the Shadowfend ultimates, some Imba nukings. 3 of them actually know how to position themselves, and well, behind the other 2 who were brave enough to jump in. This is actually a 4 against 3 now, and the 2 guys they have are pretty low on HP. Furian's gonna TP away with scrolls, not TPs. And, well, goodbye Venomancer. And they got the tower. They lost the battle a lot, but they got the tower and dealt some damage to it as well. Now they can TP and try to do some more damage to it. Actually, a lot. Damage is damage. Although the Rexes have a huge amount of regeneration now, because of the no creep skip policy. Well, can't say no creep skip, because the outer towers don't have a regeneration that high. Only the Rexes and the towers, if there's no one close. Shadowfend trying to defend against the creeps, and Shadowfend wins! An awesome kill! Movie moment! And nothing's happening. This is so boring. This is why people hate to play bush strats, because they're boring to play. But I guess they work at times, and I don't know. Watching them is a bit more boring than playing them. I guess they're not as bored as I am. Furion good for pushing every single lane at one time. Oh my god, 2 Shadowfends. Twice the counter voting. Well, the Rex hasn't actually regenerated a lot. A fair amount, I must say, a fair amount indeed. They're not actually doing anything in the battle right now, except for the Vengeful being dragged out. Like a corpse. Yeah, it's so funny, it's like a corpse. Tide being bullied at, I must say, that was pretty awful. Furion trees are only good in late game, and only good if you can actually deliver during the trees. Otherwise they will just have a tango and they will be countered by one freaking tango. TPing back, that's brilliant. Probably because of mana, which he doesn't have. That's why TP's back. Mecha on the Windrunner, I don't really much get it. I guess it's good for pushing, surviving as well. But this is really bold, I must say, because on one hand they could be trying to push it right now, actually doing something with their lives. On the other hand, they might not be able to push it, and just blunt farming might not do it this time as well. So, best option they have. Gonna watch where you are. Think about it. What if Bear had Manta? Wouldn't that be like super creepy? Yeah, it would be. good job to the Windrunner for using his ultimate on an illusion. Plus the shackle shot as well. Good job. You really knew what the opponent was up to, I must say. 2 TP scrolls for the Furion who actually has a TP. Well, using TP scrolls obviously a really good idea. Using 2 TP scrolls, probably a waste of money. Again, with the wards in the front and the tombstone in the back. Some Imba Mecha wards from the Phenomancer. That didn't rhyme at all. Yeah, I'm not gonna be a rapper. Might save me that trouble. There are so many Furions. And there are so many Tide ultimates. They're just trying to do whatever they can to actually keep these guys off. Doing a really good job, but I think the Sentinels better. And Batrider actually having a dagger available in the middle of that fight is really insane. Plus the Furion actually putting himself in a really good position again. I must say, I'm gonna put the link in the description bar in the first clip, I think. I might do it on the others as well. I don't know how much time I have. And seriously, that Furion actually knew how to place himself in the battle. And what if everyone did that? Would the option 1 be that everyone would die, or the option 2, everyone would survive? That's something to think about. But yeah, this was an awesome replay, I must say. And I'm sorry for failing so much as a shoutcaster. I'm just trying shit out. I was a bit furious this time because of Zachary being a bitch. Talking about bitches, let me just remind you that whoever places unlike is a Justin Bieber fan. And yeah, I found out I'm qualified for videos more than 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try do this as a longer clip, and maybe the next ones as well. And that's it. Thanks for watching.